So it was in the news recently. We had a house that caught fire and burned to the ground in a town a little bit north of here. And they said that the cause of the fire was lithium ion batteries. So that kind of caused a big stir around here. So we looked up an article on NFPA, the National Fire Prevention Association, and they've got an article that has a bunch of tips and tricks on charging and storing lithium ion batteries, and I'll link to that in the description. But one of the things that they suggested was that you don't leave batteries in a charger once it's fully charged, like I've got right here, and you don't stack batteries like I've got here. I've got several batteries, and what I've been doing is I charge them and then I'll take them and I'll stack them over here on the side. And we use these to mow our grass. We have a 40-volt Ryobi lawnmower. So to prevent having to stack those and be able to get them off of these chargers once they're fully charged, what I want to do is build a shelf here that I can stick all of my batteries on and they won't be stacked on top of each other. So that's today's video, so let's get to it. Alright, let me clean up my work surface here. I've got sawdust and everything everywhere. Alright, first thing I need to do is get this charged battery out of there. Get these out of the way. This one is a lot lower profile, so I'm going to move it from this charger to this one. That way I've got something to measure against, because I have to leave enough room to get this battery into this charger. So the first thing I want to do is get my width. Looks like it's dead on 23 inches. And it's 12 3/8 deep. Alright, this looks like it's going to be big enough. So it's plenty deep. Oh man, that is like a 1/16 shy of 23 inches. I'm not sure. I'd like to make it snug so that it stays put while I can get it in the exact position I want, and then put the braces underneath. Let me throw it up there and let's see how tight it is. I mean, it'll work. It's not as snug as I'd like it to be. I guess we'll go with that. I didn't blow this off after my last use, so let me take care of that right now. This is really easy to switch between a vacuum and a blower just by moving which port it's in, and then cover up the port that's not being used. Pretty nice. Alright, my shelf is 12 inches deep, so I'm going to want to set this to 12 inches. Just to double check. Yep, that looks good. Alright, I've got both sides marked, so what I want to do is make a couple of shelf brackets out of this scrap cutoff, and then I'll mount it, below the line, and then I'll just be able to set my board on top of that, and then that should give me plenty of room to store my batteries. So let me make a couple of 12-inch cuts off of this. We'll see if I've got enough left over to put a brace along the back as well. Alright, I cut these at 11 3/4 of an inch. Gave it a little chamfer on the corner just to dress it up a little bit. Alright, I've got some glue on here. I'm gonna glue and pin nail this up. Throw the level on there just to make sure that my line is accurate. Yeah, that looks good. See if that glue can hold long enough for me to clamp that. Okay, I've got some 1-inch pin nails that I'm going to use to attach this while the glue dries. Use a bigger clamp. Okay, I'm going to let that set up a bit, and then we'll throw our shelf on there and see how it looks, see if it works. Alright, let's see how this fits. You can see that I put a piece in the back and I put my level across both sides to make sure that it was nice and level. Okay, that fits pretty good. Let's see if I can get my battery in. That works. Looks like I've got enough room to put a couple down here. And I should be able to get 3 across here with plenty of room. Alright, and then as soon as that one is done charging, I've got a spot right there in the center where I can have that one. So yeah, I think that's going to work. Got that shelf just high enough to clear my battery chargers, just low enough that I can easily get them in and out of that top shelf. So now I don't have batteries stacked on top of each other, and should have safe storage. Alright, let me clean up my surface here. Use my cordless vac. So if you guys are interested in this cordless vacuum, let me talk to you about it a little bit. It's kind of nice. It comes with several attachments, a couple of extensions, all of the carpet cleaning accessories. Got your battery charger. It does come with 2 batteries. Each battery lasts about 20 minutes, so you can get 20 minutes of use, pop it out, pop another battery in, you get another 20 minutes. And then while you're using the second battery, the first one's charging. Got a really nice instruction manual that comes with it. But some of the features that I really like is, let's come a little bit closer here. I've never seen one like this that has both the blower and the vacuum. So just by moving the port, this is the exhaust port, this is the intake port. So by moving them from port to port, you've got multiple uses. You can use it as a low volume vacuum, a high volume vacuum, a low volume blower, or a high volume blower as well. And then you've got this, which can cover whichever port you're not using. You can see here on the top, you've got your low light, your high light, and then off. You've got a nice storage right here for your hose. You've got all your attachments, which actually fit inside. So if we take these off, another nice design is they've got the filter built into the top. So you can actually dump out what you've vacuumed up for the day. Now you've got a nice storage compartment for all of your accessories and your manual. And you just place the top back on, lock it down, and you're good to go. Okay, you notice that it does have wheels on the bottom, and these come unattached. So it's not integrated into the unit. That's nice, you just pop those in. But if they ever break off, because they're not integrated, you can easily get replacement wheels for the system. So this is the battery compartment. I like that it has a dust cover, which protects it from any of the dust flying around and keeps it hidden. Can't even tell, you know, that this is a battery operated unit. You can see here that it has a couple of loops, one on either side, and that is so that you can snap in the included strap, and then you can carry this around. This is really lightweight, so it's easy to carry around, or if you prefer, you can leave this on the ground and just pull it behind you as you're, blowing different debris off of your driveway or cleaning up after a work project. And this is not just a dry vac, it is a wet dry vac, so we can clean up liquids as well. And the filter that it has on the inside is a HEPA filter, and it's easy to remove and wash, and then you can reuse it. So you shouldn't have to purchase a replacement filter for years, as long as you take care of it, keep it nice and clean. So this is nice compact unit. It's a 2.6 gallon storage for your cleanup, and it's easy to move around, very lightweight, has all of the components that you need to clean, and because of its size, you could actually keep this in the back of a vehicle or a truck just to use it to clean out your vehicle, whenever you want. It's just convenient. You can leave it in your shop, leave it in your truck, leave it in your car, take it to your cabin, leave it there. It's just a nice versatile unit. So if you guys are interested in this, I'll have a link in the description, and you guys can take a look at it and see if it's something you might be interested in. But that's going to do it for this week's video. I think we've accomplished, what we set out to do. The main goal here was to get those batteries off of top of each other, and I think we got that done. So that's going to do it. We'll talk to you guys later.